Hello and good morning. It's 10 o'clock here, local time in Sao Paulo, Brazil, where the teams are getting ready for today's practice session. We can expect to see a fascinating race here this weekend in Brazil. It always brings out the competitive spirit in the drivers, and they seem to push even harder than they do at other circuits.
The circuit has always provided some exciting races, including Vettel's 2012 championship-winning drive, despite getting hit after turn 4 in the first lap. So, with the championship still undecided, who knows what might happen over the course of the weekend.
Turns 1, 2 and 3 that form the Senna S are a series of tight left, right, left turns that really are an extremely difficult sequence of corners to master. The first turn runs downhill left-handed and provides massive understeer. It's then followed by a fast right-left combination through the Curva do Sol and onto the Reta Oposta straight.
Added in 1990, when F1 racing returned to Interlagos, it is fitting that one of the best corners on the F1 calendar takes its name from one of the sport's greatest drivers, Ayrton Senna. Get this section wrong, and you'll leave yourself open for the overtake on the approach to turn 4.
Hello guys, and welcome back to my F1 2015 career mode in the 2014 season, driving as Daniil Kvyat. We are here for the Brazilian Grand Prix. Only 2 more rounds left of this 2014 season, and that's it. We are done. So, last time out in America, going to give you a couple of seconds just to pause this video and go and check out that one if you haven't already done so. Okay, so last time out in America, we had an absolute fantastic start, making up just a few positions until disaster struck on the last lap, last couple of corners where we hit Kimi Räikkönen, went into the barrier, lost our front wing, and that allowed Felipe Massa to get past us, finishing in 9th overall. This time out in Brazil, I'm hoping for a lot better result because I think it's a track that I absolutely love. It's up there with my favourites. As per usual, nothing happened in practice. Let's have a look at the results.
That's the end of practice, and it's Lewis Hamilton who was able to achieve the fastest time on the track today.
Lewis Hamilton tops the timesheets of this first practice session, or well, only practice session for the Brazilian Grand Prix, with Sebastian Vettel in 2nd and Felipe Massa in 3rd. Nico Rosberg is surprisingly in 5th, so he'll be looking to do better in the qualifying and the race. I don't actually know where we feature because it was raining and we'd only set a time on the intermediate, so I'm pretty sure we were right down at the back of the pack with like the Manners and the Caterans because we didn't actually set a time on the dry tyres. So let's have a look at the lap that we can do for qualifying of the Brazilian Grand Prix.
Welcome to qualifying here in Interlagos as the cars are readying up for what's likely to be a very important session. The weather's always been unpredictable here in Brazil, and today we have a rain cloud hovering over the track. With these wet conditions, the drivers will certainly face a challenging afternoon.
Well, it's certainly not an easy track to drive when it's wet. It's all about holding your nerve. You can't rely on data alone here as a driver, and the teams have to trust their drivers to keep the car on track, finding the grip and nailing it.
So here we go, one-shot qualifying for the Brazilian Grand Prix, starting on the intermediate tyres because it's actually a wet session, so which could be quite bad for us because, as you've seen over the past, apart from the Belgian Grand Prix, we've not done too good in the wet. So, starting the lap now, coming down the final straight, and then across the line, going down into turn 1. At the moment in P1, which is quite a surprise, we turn into turn 1, knocking up just a tad as we go into turn 2 now. Bit late on the throttle, allowing us to go down into P3, but it's only the Mercedes that have overtaken us at the moment. Okay, now down into P4. Losing time on this long run into turn 3. Into turn 4, sorry. So here we go, into turn 4. Back up into P4 for now, as we run just a little bit wide, but that's enough to lose us quite a few positions on the exit of that corner, as we run wide yet again. Now trying not to get a wheel on the grass, which we get very close to the edge of the track there. Coming down into this next very tight section as we're behind Lewis Hamilton, maybe locking up just a tad too much. Down into P10 now, going through this tight left-hander. Still following Lewis Hamilton, who leads this session, and we lose the back end ever so slightly. No, that's absolutely ruined our qualifying session. We need to get away as soon as possible, but I think it's too late now. We've lost far too many positions, and I think we are just too far away to even make up any positions in this qualifying session. But we'll wait and see as we go into the final corner now. Locking up again. We are 4 seconds behind Lewis Hamilton at the moment, but it's probably a lot more because we lose the back end yet again. I believe we are definitely going to come home in 20 seconds, starting from the back of the grid once again for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
What a session it's been for Mercedes today. They've locked the front row of the grid for tomorrow's race.
They're going to be unstoppable in the race tomorrow. That's if they can stay 1-2 by the end of the first corner, as there are some fast starters behind them.
So there we go. Lewis Hamilton tops the qualifying session by only 0.08 of a second to his teammate Nico Rosberg. Sebastian Vettel was in third, Valtteri Bottas fourth, Daniil Ricciardo fifth, and Fernando Alonso sixth. And the gap between third and sixth is so small. It's just over 1/10 of a second. So it's such a small gap between those front runners there. Kimi Räikkönen is in seventh, with Felipe Massa eighth, Jenson Button ninth, and Nico Hülkenberg in 10th. Our teammate Johnny Byrne will start the race in 12th position. However, we will start the race as we look down to at 22nd on the grid. Another race where we'll be starting from the back of the grid. Let's see how we can do for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
It's time for today's race at the Autódromo José Carlos Pache circuit here in Sao Paulo. And as any of the 80,000 capacity crowd will tell you, this is going to be a fantastic race. We knew this was a track that suited the Mercedes well, but no one would have expected that Lewis Hamilton would have created such a gap to his rivals in qualifying. If he stays out of trouble and the car continues to perform, well, victory should surely be a formality.
It's certainly better for a driver to be out in front, as they're able to drive without having to contend with the dirty air and overheating caused by being sat behind another car.
It's a special weekend for Felipe Massa, racing in front of his home crowd. He'll certainly want to put on a performance for all his fans today.
Felipe was born in Sao Paulo, so this is his backyard, and these are his people. He is immensely popular in these parts, and they'll be right behind him throughout this race. If he could get on the podium, the place will erupt.
It's Sunday, which means it's race day for the Brazilian Grand Prix, starting from 22nd on the grid once again. Let's have a look at the race strategy for today's race. Starting on the option tyres and pitting for the primes around lap 8 or 9 of this 18-lap race. 18 laps in this race because it is such a short track time. Okay, let's have a look at where we can do for this race. 5 lights. And away we go for the Brazilian Grand Prix, and putting a lot of revs on the car. Very surprising not to lose the back end there. We're very lucky as we're looking to go up the inside of Max Chilton and even Pastor Maldonado. We go up the inside of Kobayashi. No, we just get stuck on the curb. And now we have to go round the outside of Max Chilton, but we get the inside of turn 3. We're side by side with the man with the Marussia. He's still there on our outside. We're going to get the inside for turn 4 though. We're just slowly edging ahead as we're going to go into the braking zone and then into the left-hander of turn 4. Run it quite a bit wide. That will allow Max Chilton to go back up the inside, but he doesn't take it. So here we go. Coming up to this next, up to sector 2 now. Very tight, twisty section as we're closing on Pastor Maldonado. Will we go for a move up the inside? No, we won't. We're just going to hang back for now as we go into this right-hander. Then the left. Still following Pastor Maldonado. We'll be looking to get past these guys as soon as possible, and then we can start hunting down the top 10. As we're looking to go up the inside of Pastor Maldonado here, going side by side, but he's going to get a better drive out of the corner, and he's also got the inside of this one. It's very easy to get understeer on that corner, so you have to lift off the floor, but we've got him. No, Pastor Maldonado goes back up the inside, but we're going to go round the outside now. Pastor Maldonado, and surely that is us up into P19. However, he will get the slipstream on us down into turn 1. He's just tucking behind us now, so here we go. He's going to get the slipstream. Will he go round the outside or the inside? Looks like he's going to go round the outside of turn 1. Can he hold it there? No, he doesn't. Looks like he's just backed out. Up next for us is Kamui Kobayashi, and then it's Adrian Sutil. As we go through turn 2 and then round turn 3. Looks like Kobayashi's got a quite gap onto us as we cut ahead to the midway stage of lap 2, a couple of corners ahead. Kobayashi's got past Adrian Sutil, as we're going to look to get past Adrian Sutil as well. We're going up the inside. And that's a nice move, job done there, up into P18. Up next is Kobayashi. Where can we get him? Looks like it could be a move up into this next corner. We're going to go up the inside. No, we don't. We just back out of it. Can we get a nice drive out of this corner? Looks like we have. We're right behind Kamui now. Where we go, inside or outside of the next corner? Will we hold out for the long straight? As it looks like we're going to go up the inside. No, we don't. We just back out of it for now. Kamui Kobayashi looks like he's got a better straight line speed, better drive out of that corner, so he is going to get away from us momentarily, but we're going to try and pull him back with the slipstream. Here we go, under the slipstream now. We're going to start lap 3. DRS will be activated on this lap, so we will have DRS if we can stay behind him, but we have got past him already into turn 1. Although he is still there, he shoots back up the inside. We're going to allow him past. Now we will want to get a nice drive out of this corner. Opening the DRS, now can we pull him back in? Looks like we're pulling him in, but very slowly. Doesn't look like we'll be able to go up the move up the inside, but we go for it anyway. We go for the dive bomb up the inside, and that's an absolute fantastic move. Kvyat actually gave us the room, and we just took that. Thank you very much. So we are up into P17. Up next is Jules Bianchi, who we are looking to make a move on lap 3. As we're going to go up the inside now. Jules Bianchi is still there on our outside though. He's going to get the inside here. Very easy to get understeer on this corner, which we have done there. So that allows Jules Bianchi back up the inside. So we're going to try inside of the penultimate corner. No, we don't. Now, will we get a nice drive out of this corner? Looks like Jules Bianchi is slowly getting away from us, but we have got slipstream on him now. No, we don't. So we cut ahead to the midway stage of lap 4. Looks like we're going to go for a move up the inside. We go for it. We're still side by side with him there. He's still on our outside. He is still on our outside. Can we go around the outside of this corner? Yes, we have. We've got Jules Bianchi round the outside of that corner. Fantastic move. And up next is Esteban Gutierrez for P15.
They should last a while yet, so don't worry about
So, same point on the track for lap 5 as we're trying to make a move on Esteban Gutierrez. We're going to go round the outside. No, we cut back to the inside. Just bully him out of the position there. Push him out wide, and it looks like he's going to give up position. No, he's not. He's still on the inside, and he backs out of it now. So that's us up into P14. Up next is Roman Grosjean for us. We've got a nice drive out of that corner. So we will be able to get slipstream on Roman Grosjean. Same engine in both of our cars, so it's going to be based on who has got the slipstream, which is us. We've also got DRS. Looks like it should be an easy move on Roman Grosjean. We're going to stay behind him for as long as possible. Move out to the left. And that's the inside for turn 1. Surely we've made the move stick. Yes, we have. Roman Grosjean will not be coming back at us anymore.
Only 2 places above our objective, 2 places ahead of our objective. Good
Up
job.
next for us is our teammate Jean-Eric Verne. How long will it take for us to catch him up? Let's have a look. Actually, Roman Grosjean is going back up the inside. He's still there on our inside. We're going to give him the room, but he just backs out of it. And we are going to solidify our P12 position. As we cut ahead to the end of lap 8 now. This is pit stop time, so here we go. Coming round the last sort of corner.
Bottas has just made a pass for the lead.
And into the pits now. What sort of pit stop can our Toro Rosso boys do for today's race? Hoping for a good pit stop. We don't want a slow one because we are trying to catch up our teammate Jean-Eric Verne. So we go into the pit stop. And it's a 2.6, not too bad, but not exactly amazing. As we're going to be exiting the pit lane now, where we'll come out with 13th at the moment, but it looks like we will drop down. There's quite a cluster of cars coming round the first corner now. We'll want to come out in front of those guys, otherwise we'll have to re-overtake them on this lap. As it looks like some of them have got past. We banged the wall there. Adrian Sittel's got past. So has Max Chilton and Sergio Perez, but it looks like we've got out ahead of 2 other guys behind us. Marcus Ericsson, and I believe the other one is Nico Hulkenberg. So we'll be looking to get past these guys as soon as possible. We don't want to be held up, but we are on fresher tyres, so it should be quite an easy move at the end of the day.
Ferrari are readying for a pit stop.
Going to go round the outside of Max Chilton. Surely not. Yes, we have. He's still there, though. Going to give him the room on the inside. But we'll get the inside of this next corner, so that should be an easy move there. Yes, it is. Up into P15. Up next is Sergio Perez. Will we go up the inside of here? Looks like we have done. Hugging the apex. Could we even get a move on Adrian Sittel? Doesn't look like it. Adrian Sittel goes slow at that corner, so we give him a bang. Sergio Perez will go back up the inside, but he backs out of it. So, up next, Adrian Sittel for P13. Looks like we've got a very nice exit out of that corner. Much better than Adrian Sittel. And we've gone up the inside. Very easy move at the end of the day. Nice drive out of the corner. An absolute fantastic undercut move on that corner. And we are up into P13. But Adrian Sittel will get the DRS. It looks like he's going to go round the outside. No, he gets switches to the inside. We break a lot later here, maybe lock up just a little bit, but we are back up into P12 after the pit stops. So up next is our teammate, Jean-Eric Verne still. We'll be looking to get past him as soon as possible. So lap 10, we have caught up to Jean-Eric Verne, right on the back of him now, so we're going to go into the penultimate corner. We go for the same sort of move that we do on Adrian Sittel, and it looks like we've made it stick on our teammate. We do the undercut, an absolute fantastic move yet again. However, he is going to get the slipstream and the DRS, so he will be coming back over us. Let's have a look at whether he goes for the move.
Tyres are okay right now.
Moves to the left.
Good levels of grip for the next few laps.
But under braking, we just maintain P11, a lot better braking than our teammate there. So, up next for us is Kevin Magnussen for the points. We'll be looking to get some points because we are fighting with Kimi Räikkönen in the championship. We don't want to lose out too much to him. At the moment, he will overtake us in the championship. I don't know where he is. As Jean-Eric Verne goes for a move on the inside. He's still there. We're going to leave him the room. and that puts us back up into P11. Surely we've got the position stuck now. Okay, so we're cutting our head to lap 14. Catching up to Kevin Magnussen in P9. So we've moved up a position. Looks like someone must have pitted. Doesn't look like anyone's crashed out, so there's still 22 drivers left in this race. So someone has pitted. It must have been Nico Rosberg, because he is behind us. And Kevin Magnussen, there's a lot of smoke coming out of the back of his car. Looks like he's had an engine blowout. Yes, he has, as Kevin Magnussen will pull away to the side of the race, and he is out. So that's an easy position for us up into P9. But now we've got Nico Rosberg right behind us. He'll be looking to have a move. He's going to move to the right. He'll get the outside of turn 1, but he'll get the inside of turn 2. We're going to give him the room on the outsides. We hug the apex for turn 1. He's still there. We're going to go as wide as possible on turn 3, hugging the curb. No! Nico Rosberg wanted to take even more room, looks like, and he smashed us into the barrier. That has lost us a position to our teammate and Nico Rosberg. That is an absolute disaster. Will we have a look at a replay? Yes, so here we go. Going around turn 1, we've got Nico Rosberg on the inside of turn 2, hugging turn 3, and then all that room on the right of Nico Rosberg, and he just takes us out. There was nothing that we could really do there. Let's have a look on board with Nico Rosberg. So going into turn 1 now. Nico Rosberg has the outside of turn 1, getting very close there, but leaves me the room. This time it just doesn't look like he doesn't leave me the room. I'm all the way on the curb, and he just wants to take even more room and just spins us out into the barrier, and that is two positions that we have lost at the moment. This is an absolute disaster for us as we go into turn 4. Looks like we must have damage on the front wing because we are looking up into that corner, and you can just hear the aero. There we go. So damage to the front left of our front wing. That is really going to compromise us. It's not enough to come in the pits though, but it's still going to compromise us going into corners. As it's lap 15 now, we'll be looking to catch up our teammate John O'Byrne in 10th position. Doesn't look like we do. As we cut ahead to the end of lap 18, the last lap of this race. Lewis Hamilton wins, thank God for that. Nico Rosberg, I hope you've lost the championship after that. As we're going towards the line, as we're going to come home for P11. No points for us today. We'll be looking to get points in the next round of Abu Dhabi, but that's going to come next time as we come across the line for what is a very disappointing 11th place in today's race.
Lewis Hamilton wins today's race and in turn becomes world champion again. What a wonderful achievement for this British driver.
Well, we always knew how good a driver Lewis was, and that if he could have a problem-free season, he could win another world championship. And that's exactly what he's done.
That's it for today's Grand Prix, and from Ant and I, it's goodbye and see you again next time.
So there we go, Lewis Hamilton wins the Grand Prix, and in doing so wins the World Championship for the 2014 season, beating his teammate Nico Rosberg. Valtteri Bottas is in second with Sebastian Vettel third, Daniil Ricciardo fourth, Felipe Massa fifth, Kimi Räikkönen in sixth, so that's a lot of points, 8 points that he's gained on us. Fernando Alonso 7th, Jenson Button 8th, Nico Rosberg 9th. Our teammate Jean-Eric Vergne back in the points once again with a 10th position, and we are narrowly missing out on the points in 11th place. Let's have a look at how those results affect the drivers' standings. So there we go, in the drivers' standings, Kimi Räikkönen has actually overtaken us, so we are down into P8 for the moment. Kimi Räikkönen is 6 points ahead of us, so we'll be looking to catch that up in Abu Dhabi, which is actually double points, so we'll only need to finish like 2 places ahead of him, and that will secure us 7th place in the championship. Let's have a look at the Constructors' Championship. So in the Constructors' Championship, Toro Rosso is still in P5, and it looks like we will maintain that position. However, McLaren and Mercedes are 26 points behind us. With double points in the next Grand Prix, it is possible to still overtake us, but it's highly unlikely. So thank you very much for watching today's episode. Join me next time for the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix, which will actually be a 100% race for the double points. So it's going to be an absolute fantastic finale. So join me next time for that Grand Prix. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you've enjoyed this video, and have a nice day.